What's up, everyone? Thank you for joining us today. It's Jasmine here with episode 5 of the Insider Spotlight series. So today we'll be talking about the MPYO, the Malaysian Philharmonic Youth Orchestra, which is our very own local stage for our very own young local talents. So just a bit of background about the MPYO. If you haven't heard of it, it is our own youth orchestra, and it made its debut on the 25th of August 2007. But this was established with a few purposes in mind, some which you might know, some which you might not. So I'm just going to state a few over here. So one of the more obvious one is to nurture and encourage young musicians in their passion for music learning, and of course to provide young talents with specialized music learning in classical music in a professional music setting, orchestra setting, sorry. But what you might not know is that it plays a larger role in supporting Malaysia in the provision of well-trained professional and amateur musicians through knowledge and skills transfer. And also it provides a valuable work experience in all aspects of arts as well as event management. So if this actually makes you want to join the MPYO, fret not, because you know why? Auditions are held actually every year, and you may actually sign up through, we've just popped the link right down below. If you're able to check out their website, every year they have auditions, and if you actually pass the audition, you will be able to participate in orchestral training and performances under the guidance of the MPO musicians as tutors. All right, so just to give you a taste of how being in the MPYO is like, here's a short clip that nicely summarizes the experiences of our panel today. Let's take a look. All right, let's be honest, that probably wasn't enough to convince you to join the MPO, right? So that's why our panel's here today to talk about their own experiences, of course, among many other experiences of other musicians every year that pass through the MPYO. Just to give you a bigger picture of how it may be like for you if you join the MPYO one day. All right, so just join me in welcoming our guest for today. Right. So first up, we have Eugene Chee, who plays the clarinet. Hi, Eugene.
Hi.
All right, we also have Chloe, who plays the French horn. Hi, Chloe.
Hi.
As well as Henry, who plays the trombone. Hi, Henry.
Hi.
And finally, we have Winnie, who is an alumni of the MPYO. She plays the percussion in MPYO during the time. Hello.
Hello.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today on the Insider Spotlight series. How's everyone doing?
Thank you for having us.
No
Thank you.
problem. Let's have a good time today, all right?
Right.
Yeah, all right.
So before we get into, what everyone's actually waiting for, how is, your process of getting to the MPYO like, maybe let's just talk about when and probably why you got into the MPYO in the first place. Winnie, maybe you want to start off with that. Why did you join the MPYO in the first place?
Okay, I joined MPYO since June 2012. Okay, the reason I joined MPYO is because I was amazed by the MPOs playing when during my first concert experience in DFB. I was like, wow, how they played so well. And one day I saw this brochure. It's a ETE brochure. It's actually Encounter Training Ensemble. It's actually a outreach program conducted by MPO. So I just signed up for it, and I was so lucky that I got selected. So this is how I joined MPYO later on.
All right, so through
Yeah.
the ETE program. All right, how's it like for you then, Eugene?
I joined MPYO on the November of 2014.
Mm.
So actually, on that year, I had the audition, same as everyone else. So why I joined the MPYO because I was in the local orchestra, the Malaysian Philharmonic Orchestra. So actually, some of the members are from MPYO as well. So actually, I knew MPYO quite early. So then they encouraged me to try MPYO, and so I did. I went for the audition. Yeah.
Mm.
So that's how I know MPYO, and I went for the audition. Then I got in
Through a
eventually.
local orchestra. Okay, basically that helped you to, want to join MPYO. All right, what about you,
Yeah.
Henry?
Okay, I was playing in a wind band for many years, like in my primary school and high school. Then, 1 year before I auditioned for MPYO, I went for MPO concert, and the next year I went for an MPO and MPYO side by side concert, which means they play together in a concert. I
Mm.
was amazed by how the section is together and the sound. I love the sound. I want to be part of it, so I just auditioned. Then I got in at October 2018.
Mm. What about you, Chloe? Did you go through, like you were in a band as well, right? So maybe want to start
Yeah,
from there. Yeah.
I actually also started out in a wind band, and then my senior, shout out to Ki Ying, she actually introduced me into MPIO, and then at that time I was really nervous to audition because my first audition in my life. So she brought me to MPIO concert, MPIO. It was Enigma Variations, I think, and
Ah.
it was it was a really good concert. And then I just thought that I want to be one of these guys on stage, and so I went for it. So yeah.
So apparently live concerts really do touch and inspire new students, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I mean, everyone probably got in through an audition process, right?
Yes.
Okay, so how was it like? Is it, nerve-wracking? Was it really fun for you? Yeah, maybe Eugene, you want to start off with that? How was your audition process like?
The audition process is like normally the MPO or MPYO, we will have this. They will share when is the audition date and this and that. So you will get the informations, and then after that you register for the audition. So after you register for the audition, they will announce the audition date. So during that date, you go to KLCC, to DFP, the Dewan Philharmonic Petronas, to audition. So yeah, and basically like you will be auditioned with the same section, so same instrument. So let's say I play the clarinet, so I'll be auditioning with the rest, and so you will be brought into a small room to prepare to warm up. And when they call your name, you just go into the audition room and you play all the excerpts and your solo piece, and basically that's it. Yeah.
Okay, is it the same then for brass, Henry? How was
Yes,
it
yes,
like?
yes.
Yeah.
The process is the same, so I want to share my experience. It's very nervous, really, really nervous. I spent a lot of time listening to the piece and practice the piece. Then the day of the audition, I actually played a few wrong notes, actually plenty of wrong notes during the audition, and even wrong tempo. But thank you to our resident conductor, Mr. Naoisa. He gave me chance to play it again and tutor me during the audition.
Ah.
So I played again and I played right. So yeah, I got it. That's really nervous.
I know. As in, I'm sure like a lot of you. It's probably your first time auditioning, anyways, right? So
Yeah.
they're probably quite understanding. Chloe, what was it like for you?
Again, the salary, because we come from a wind band and probably have zero knowledge of like classical pieces. I
Mm.
remember I had to play Mozart Yeah, and then I have no idea who the hell is that. So yeah, I was 15, yeah, and yeah, it was really nerve wracking, and yeah, but I got through it. I was quite lucky actually. So yeah.
Yeah, so Winnie plays the percussion, right? Is there any difference with, like Win audition and then percussion ones?
Yeah, a little bit different from the rest because we need to prepare few more other instruments.
Yeah.
Because in percussion section, we need to prepare a timpani piece, solo piece, a snare drum solo piece, and any of one of the mallet percussion piece. So total 3 solo pieces. And later on, for the mallet percussion, you can choose any one of them. So it doesn't matter it's marimba, xylophone, or glockenspiel. Yeah, it's just any one of them. So you will just, but then before the audition, you can't get to have a touch of your instrument. So it will just your sticks and maybe your drum pad, your practice pad. So you just will be warming up with that with your sticks. Yeah.
Respect to
And-
all the percussionists.
Yeah.
Respect.
So many things to prepare.
Yeah. And after and we also have sight reading as well. Yeah. So sight reading on auxiliary percussion. So they will give you like some triangle piece, triangle excerpt or tambourine excerpt, so you can play with it. Yeah.
Sounds difficult. But do you have to prepare your own mallets as well?
Yes, we have to prepare our own mallet. So it depends on what piece you're playing. Like for example, what type of mallet percussion you're playing. So you just have to prepare your own mallets. Yeah.
Right. Okay. I mean, all right. The audition process was probably the start of the whole journey, right? So like, I can safely assume that all of you got in to the MPYO. How was it like? After you got through, right? What was the training process like for you? Henry, maybe you want to start with that.
After I got in, the first practice I went is a weekly intensive training, which is WIT. So it's just like normal rehearsal. We went and normal rehearsal, but I didn't prepare at all. That's really not good. Don't do that. Be prepared. Then of course, it's hard for a wind band student to play in orchestra for the first time, and everyone is doing very good. So yeah, you should probably prepare more before you went for the first tutti session.
Right. So okay. So that's the WIT as you mentioned, but there's also another part to MPYO which makes it actually quite exciting, right? So there's a camp part. Yeah, Chloe, maybe you want to talk a bit about maybe your first camp. How was that like? Yeah, when you attended the rehearsal sessions in the camp.
It was overwhelming because you are immediately put into a tutti rehearsal. I remember that because it was tutti rehearsal and then we have sectionals. So you were just expected to know all of your parts and all that, like when to come in. And yeah, as Henry said, you really have to be prepared. And at that time, it was my first orchestra experience.
Right.
So it was, I didn't know what I was doing. So I learned from there. And yeah.
But you probably learn the fastest through an environment that's like stressful like that as well, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Eugene, what about you? So like so during camps and trainings and stuff, you like I mentioned just now, I think you probably have training from the MPO tutors as well. Do you want to talk a bit about that process?
Yeah, so actually during the camp, normally the first few days we have a few sessions with the MPO musicians, which is our tutor. So basically they will guide you like get through with all the technical stuff and all the how to play better and let you understand more about the music as well. Let you be more prepared even before the concert. Yeah, so it's like maybe the first 3 or 4 days, normally we have a lot of sectionals with our tutors. Yeah. So our tutors will actually guide us, train us, and also try to help us as much as possible and also encourage us. Yeah.
At the same time, they also need to went for MPO rehearsal. So that's really tiring. Thank you for all the tutors out there.
Yeah, shout out to the tutors out there.
and the management team, they handle all of us in the camp and handle us very well every
I'm sure you
time.
guys, I'm sure you guys get to learn a lot from the whole experience as well. All right, Winnie. So as an alumni of the band, you probably joined slightly earlier, right? Can you
Yes.
maybe tell us about the camps during that time? So a day to day, how was the camp like during your time?
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. When was my time? I mean, during the time. Okay. During the time when I joined, yeah. So actually, even though now it's still a little bit same, but just they add on something. But I just take my time first. Okay. So we will be gathered and we staying together in one place. So that is during the concert week. Okay. So the first 2 to 3 days we will have sectionals from morning to afternoon. Then later on we'll have tutti rehearsal. And then the last day we have sound check and the night concert, and later on we have a little bit after party. Yeah.
Ah, is it the same now actually, Chloe? Like so for more recent camps, how's it like? Is there any
Actually,
difference?
yeah. We, as Winnie said, it's sectional. It actually depends on our repertoire, like the whole program and all that. So if it's really hectic, usually we will start with like first dry run, like to get everyone to know what it's like in general for the pieces, and then we will have a lot of sectionals. So yeah, the first few days is sectional, so we can work like our parts and really know what we are doing before we go into tutti.
Oh, that's
Especially
good.
first day, we still have the
Yes.
sitting audition.
Yeah, we have sitting audition on the first day.
Yeah. Do you maybe you guys want to talk more about the sitting audition? How's that like? Is it different from the normal audition? What's the
Maybe
purpose
Eugene,
of that? Yeah.
maybe Eugene is the toughest one
so-
here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the sitting audition is about so is to make sure that everyone got a chance to play something during the concert, because sometimes especially for winds, for all the winds we are like one part each. So it's like if clarinet we have two parts, so we only have two person for that piece. So if there's six of us, so definitely someone will have to, we have to separate the parts properly. So the tutor will actually we have this sitting audition. So during the first day, right, even before the camp, even before any tutti rehearsal, before the sectional, we have this sitting audition. So this sitting audition is basically like you have to practice all the parts, get ready all even the first, second, third, fourth, whatever parts you have. So then the tutor will select some excerpts during the day of the audition. Yeah, during the first day. So after you have the sitting audition, then the tutors will decide like which part is suitable for you, which is better for you. Then they will distribute the parts evenly. Yeah. And for the strings, the sitting audition for the strings is like because like strings basically they are bigger, so it's like violin you have 10 or 20 something. So they have to do this sitting audition for the seats, like who is in, who is out, who plays first, who plays in the front
Yeah,
row.
and the concert master, if I'm not mistaken.
Or mistress. Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
So basically, violin 1, violin 2, and which is outer and which is inner.
Inner.
Yeah. So the first day will be like that.
But the good thing is all these pieces you actually get beforehand to you get to practice beforehand. Like.
Yes.
So we don't have any excuses.
We have to practice
You
everything.
really need to be fully prepared.
Yeah.
You have to
Going
be.
I mean, it sounds exciting, but nerve-wracking, but exciting at the same time, right?
Yes.
So okay, a lot of you are actually from a band background.
Yeah.
And then you mentioned, like Chloe mentioned, she didn't know who Mozart was before this. So was it difficult coping with the new repertoire? Like suddenly you have to play orchestral music, and how different is that from a band situation? Was it difficult for you to pick up the pieces in the first place? Yeah, Chloe, maybe you wanna start with that one.
Now, what I'm gonna say next is very French horn um, bass. For French horn, you have to know how to transpose. So in wind band, I think maybe they do now. They teach a little bit, but at my time, we didn't know what was transposing. I didn't know what was transposing. So obviously, for orchestra pieces and all that, we are expected to transpose. So yeah, I went in with zero knowledge, but along the way, I learned a lot from that. And I remember when I first started, I wrote all the notes like because for horn some is in is in like E flat. We have to like side transpose. So I wrote it all down. My tutor grabbed an eraser, sat next to me, and just rubbed all of them off. I was like, no. So, even during rehearsal. So I think that was my second rehearsal or something, and I went back to study. So yeah, be really know your instrument, and yeah, but it's a really hard and fruitful journey for
I
the
mean,
French horn at least.
that's really interesting to hear because like a lot of
Yeah.
a lot of band students, they probably don't know about this. Like,
Yep.
the pieces that you've been
I
given,
will say, yeah.
exactly, it's already transposed for you. So
Yes.
this is a skill that we definitely need to learn.
Yeah.
And it's not you have to transpose it to the concert pitch, right? So is
Yeah.
it the same for other transposing instrument? Maybe Eugene, you want to talk about the clarinet one as well? Is it the same?
For clarinet, actually, normally we have B flat and A. So it's
Yeah.
like behind me we have two clarinets. So in orchestra, normally we need two clarinets, but normally for the band we are using the B flat clarinet. So let's say if you go into orchestra, maybe you have to consider to get an A, because if not you'll be transposing as well. Then you'll be playing like 5 sharps or 6 sharps on the B flat clarinet. Yeah, so it will be sometimes it's very
Yep.
terrifying. Yeah, then even if you have the B flat, both B flat and A clarinet, sometimes I have score which are in C clarinet. Like normally we don't use any C clarinets, so it's like it's the same as like the French horn. You have to transpose, and it's a side transpose. I remember I did one of the concert. It's a piano concerto something.
Yeah.
So it's like a 5 or 6 pages for the repertoire. Then what I did was, because I was prepared even before the cancel, I actually typed everything. Yeah, I actually type everything out, and then I use it during my sectional rehearsal. Then my tutor say, actually, you're not going to use that. You have to do side transpose. Yeah, so then I was like very shocking because it's like 5 or 6 pages. So then, but then my tutor was very encouraging. He just say like, it's okay, you just try. You have a few days before the concert. If you don't get it today, you can get it tomorrow. If not, even at least you have to get it during the day of the concert. You must be able to side transpose the whole piece. Yeah. So then I knew, because I was like a bit paranoid before, because I was like 5 or 6 pages. How can I do that? Then I realized, because my tutor pointed out, say actually the notes are repeating. So then I was like,
Yep.
oh yeah, it's repeating. Then I tried to get it right, like for the next few days, until I actually played the whole piece side trans during the concert. Yeah, and also there's a bit difference with band playing and orchestra playing, especially like the clarinets. Sometimes some schools you have 10 or 20 clarinets in the band. So in the orchestra, it's like one part each. So maybe the clarinet, you are as it's like a solo. It's like a soloist as well. So the way you play and how you project is a bit different compared to band. Yeah.
But at least you guys get to play much. I get a lot of rest. And it's not sad. Like, imagine there are 4 movements in one symphony, and there are 1 or 2 you are not going to play. You are just going to sit there, try not to fall asleep, and keep counting. I'm lucky that I play bass trombone, so I only have to look bass clef. But for tenor trombone in orchestra, you actually need to see tenor clef. I need to read the score in tenor clef. There's a lot of wind band students, they don't know that. That's really freaking them out. Like for the first or second rehearsal of the orchestra.
All right. So learning being able to side transpose, as Eugene and Chloe has mentioned, and also reading tenor clef, even if you have a lot of rest in between. But Winnie, how's it like for you then? I'm sure you don't get the 3-week roll, the standard band repertoire stuff, right? In orchestra.
Yeah, I don't need to transpose anything, but then I think it's still okay for me. Because my part is much more similar, like the bass trombone part, which you will be getting a lot. Quite often, you will be getting a lot of rest bars and dulcet. So all you just need to stay focused and count on it. And technique-wise, I think it is fine because everything you need to learn before your audition. So if you can make it to your audition, I think the basic is already there. Yeah, so you just need to brush up. Yeah.
Okay, I mean, I think that was really great share from all four of you. So now we're gonna take a break. We're gonna play a game called Imposter, and let's see how how well this team actually works together. All right, let's roll it. Okay, so I think you guys have received your words from our team. Okay, so yes, Mr. Producer, do you want to tell us how this game is gonna run?
Yes, sure. So now we are going to play a game called Imposter. So the rule of this game is very simple. Each player will be given a word, but 4 of you will have the same word, and 1 of you will have a similar word, but it's not the same word. So the one with a different word is the imposter, and you have to pretend you have the same word as the other 4 to avoid getting caught. So you will each go around and describe your word for 2 rounds and then eliminate an imposter. So the goal of this game is for you to find out who is the imposter among yourselves. Let us begin. So first round, we will start with Chloe. So you can describe your word.
Okay, my word. It is a time where a lot of variety of composing and playing style has evolved.
Okay.
Basically, more variety. It's a time where everything, grows.
Okay. Eugene?
It's a type of it's a type of a period or a time.
Okay.
Desmond?
As in, it is a time where quite an important keyboard instrument was invented.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, my turn. It's actually during that time period, I think a lot of church music were written.
Okay,
Henry?
that can be true. It can be a kind of music genre that not many people will enjoy, as I say.
Very smart, Henry. Very smart.
I don't want to offend anyone, I'm trying not to offend anyone.
All right. Okay. So now you have to eliminate one person as an imposter.
Winnie.
Okay, Winnie.
Is she the imposter?
So yes, Winnie is the imposter.
What did you get? Baroque?
Yeah, Baroque. I got Baroque. Baroque period.
That's really similar.
Hello.
Yeah.
I think we have time for another round, right? Let's go for another round, maybe.
Okay.
Okay.
So we start with Winnie. Describe your second word.
Oh, okay. Our topic of today. This is my hint.
Okay.
Okay, Henry.
It's a group that I met a lot of great people.
Right, Chloe.
Is a family.
Nice.
Wow.
It means a lot to me. It's a family. Yeah.
A bit cringe.
Just a bit.
Wait,
Eugene.
who's next? Oh, Eugene.
It's a group of people.
Is that all?
Yeah, a group of
Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Jasmine.
Everyone plays an instrument in this
Nice.
group.
Okay, so you now have to eliminate an imposter.
I think it's
this is
Jasmine.
difficult.
Jasmine.
Jasmine, it was so
Eugene!
general.
Jasmine.
though. Yeah, wait.
Jasmine.
Okay, so who?
Is it Jasmine?
Between Jasmine and Eugene, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, so who's picking
Yeah, we're
Jasmine?
quite general though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Eugene. I'm gonna say
I'm
Eugene.
gonna say Jasmine.
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 What?
Okay, so the majority voted for
MPYO,
Jasmine.
yeah.
So Jasmine is not the imposter.
Eugene.
Eugene.
Wait, you have to go another round of describing.
Yeah,
right?
you have to describe another round.
Okay.
So let's start with Winnie.
Me, I want. Oh, okay.
Wait.
Right.
This orchestra often play in EFP. That's all.
Very safe.
Okay, Henry.
It's a group I have a lot of great memories with.
Okay. Chloe.
Okay.
That's you. Okay, we're gonna vote you.
Oh no. I think it is a group that I would say, from my understanding and all that, we are quite close with the management.
Oh.
This group is quite close to the management.
Eugene.
I would say it's what made us today as a better musician.
So now you have to eliminate one imposter again.
Eugene.
Eugene.
Okay, so yes,
Eugene.
Eugene is the imposter.
Yes.
What did you get?
got
MPO, is it?
MPO.
I got MPO.
Now though.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I mean, that was a really fun break, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's go back to more interesting questions that we have prepared today. So it seems like this group has a bit of chemistry happening, which is great. So my next question is, how is it like working with Malaysia's most talented youth musicians? So like basically people like you. How it's obviously quite different to work, with like in a local band or a community band. This is like next level. So how's it like? Henry, how's it like for you?
It's stressful but joyful at the same time. Stressful is because you, just like what I said, everyone is very prepared, like for the piece, and yeah, you have to work yourself really hard to keep up with the level, so like you won't be left behind or drag others when playing together in the orchestra.
Actually pushes you to play like much better.
But playing with them is very enjoyable.
Winnie, what do you think?
Yeah, because especially nowadays, right, I think people who get into MPYO is getting younger and younger. So yeah, so you can see maybe people like by the age of 10 or 12, they are already in MPYO. So you need to keep up the good standard with them. If not, you'll be thinking like, oh my God, he or she is just like 12 or 13. And how can she play so well and you can't? Yeah, so you have to keep up the good standard, yeah, in order to play together, yeah.
Eugene, do you feel the same pressure from the younger kids coming in?
Yeah. I think so, especially with the strings, because the strings, like most of them started earlier than normal winds, because like us, we start from wind band, so it's like we started maybe 13 years old, maybe the rest started even much more earlier. Yeah, so that's why the standard is definitely more higher for the strings. But so that's why as wind player, we have to like really catch up.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes. And also I think it's very exciting, to meet musicians around Malaysia. It's like it's like I'm from Sabah, so I can meet people around Malaysia from Sabah to Penang. Yeah, so I think it's a very special. It's a very good place for you to get to know more people and also know the standards in Malaysia. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I mean, yeah. So now next to Chloe, I know Chloe has also stated that it's a bit challenging from the start. But then how has it been like for you throughout the whole journey
Mm,
working
I
with
would say that it pushes each and one of us.
mm,
Not the okay. There are a lot of elements that kind of forces us to be better, like the tutors, like the conductor,
mm,
our section mates, everyone actually. So everyone knows what they are doing. So um, I wouldn't say it's pure pressure. It's more of like self. You have to be self-conscious enough to um, actually prepare so you can be at the same level as them. They actually
mm.
make you want to be better. And yeah, and I would say that I'm really thankful for MPYO um, for letting me to play like different repertoires from
Mm.
Baroque period to even 20th century, a few. But yeah, it really gives us like a chance to play different pieces. And yeah.
I mean, great. As in, everyone has mentioned that like how much MPRO has actually taught you to be a better musician, to to learn more things. So here's the as in, I'm sure all of you have actually touched on this topic already a bit here and there, but maybe we can talk a bit more. So here's the million dollar question: what kind of impact did the MPYO experience actually had towards you as an individual? How has it impacted you? Or how has it changed you? Possibly, Winnie.
Actually, MPYO makes me to become more determined in
Mm,
achieving goals because okay, I actually started since encounter training ensemble, which I didn't go through any band. So maybe after a year, I went for MPYO audition. I know this is quite difficult because just within a year of orchestra experience, and I need to go for this another higher level of orchestra. So I need so that's why I need to work lot a lot harder. So in order to reach that standard, yeah.
mm.
So this is this is what MPYO taught me. Yeah.
Shada. Eugene, what about you?
I think the impact to me is how to think out of the box,
Oh.
because because there are limited resources, especially in East Malaysia, in Sabah and Sarawak as well.
Mm,
We don't have tutors, we don't have like a lot of professional musicians around. So the MPO have been giving a lot of very good guidance, and also a lot of inspiration and also encouragement. So
mm,
they also teach us how to practice and how to do things, how to get the best during for our all our practices, personal practices and rehearsals. So yeah, so I think that changed how I manage how I how to say um how I manage my problems, my issues, whatever difficulty I have,
mm.
it makes me think in a different perspective as well.
So
Yeah.
basically, your approach to problem solving has
Yes. Yes.
improved.
Yeah.
All right.
Exactly.
Henry, what about you?
I think what impact me the most is about self-responsible, like to the group or to myself,
Mm,
because as I said, everyone is very prepared when the rehearsal,
yeah.
so you have to assume everyone knows your part. Like at least the conductor will know. So if you play one thing wrong and the conductor stop you for that, you're dragging the whole process. That's really horrible. Don't. So like, you have to always know that this is your responsibility to be prepared and not to drag the whole team there. So like, yeah,
Mm,
that's what impact me the most.
responsibility to the team. All right. Chloe, what about you?
Impact.
Mm,
I would even say that it changed my life because it actually made me more disciplined because I have to practice in order to be better, right?
yeah.
So, and it actually gave me like a clear picture of what I want to do in the future. So every time, this might be me overreacting or saying too much or something, but every time I play with MPYO. I just in the orchestra and all that. When I sat down in my chair and I look around, I thought to myself, this is what I want in the future. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Wow.
I'm trying to get there, but yeah.
I mean that's all really really good, and be able to find your passion in life. That's not common. So like MPL being able to do that is really a good thing in your life. All right.
Yeah.
So I think all of us here can actually agree that MPYO isn't just set out to impact individuals like you all. It's also set out to to impact the community and go beyond, right? The orchestra itself. So then in your opinion, how does the experience and of course the knowledge that you gain during your time with the MPYO, how would that help you actually contribute back to the local music scene and maybe growing a community? Eugene?
For me, like as I said before, we have limited resources in, especially in East Malaysia. So I've been trying to, because I teach some younger students and also bands around the East Coast. So I think whatever I learned in MPYO really have made a very big impact to the community as well, because I share to them what I've learned and what is happening in the music scene in Malaysia, and the knowledge my tutor gave me. And also like how to work with people, how to manage all our schedule and this and that. So actually, whatever experience and knowledge I get from MPYO, I'm able to bring back to Sabah as well. So then that is where I try to train all the younger kids. So to inspire them as well.
So basically a trickle down effect from education wise, music education wise, from the MPYO. Perfect.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, same as Eugene. I actually learned a lot of bad habits during my time in Wind Band. That's very common in Malaysia. Like because
I would agree.
Yeah, Wind Band don't have a proper tutor, so it's easy for us to learn the wrong thing. So like meeting all the musicians in MPYO actually let me learn the correct thing, and I can teach to someone else that this is the correct thing.
Chloe, what about you?
I think it's also more towards the education line thingy. So maybe not like really teaching others, but a few of my friends and I think one of my section mates, we actually thought of opening up like a educational concert. Yeah, it's on the paper since last year, but things happen, life happen. So who knows, we might really be able to have like an educational concert for brass, at least because it's what I play, what we play. So and really teach like others like what this instrument is really really about, instead of just playing it. So
I mean, an outreach concert, I guess, like just you guys mentioned as well, a lot of you probably heard of the MPO, sorry, and then you got inspired from that. So I'm sure an educational concert might be able to do the same effect as well. That's interesting.
Maybe,
Winnie, what about you? You're currently not in the music scene, right?
Yeah, I'm not in the music scene, but I think the culture of MPYO, which is the teamwork and the team spirit that I can bring out to share with my colleagues or maybe my team members outside. So during because in an orchestra, especially in percussion section, teamwork, good communication is very, very important. As percussionists, we need to set up our space. So good communication, team spirit is very important, and the bonding while playing as a section is also very important. So this culture, I think it's very good that I can bring it while working outside. So that I can bring this culture to my teammates outside.
I mean, exactly. That's why one of the purpose that just now I mentioned of MPYO is to actually provide an experience, not just in arts, but actually event management as well. And I think it was brought across quite well. Interesting. So, okay, just as we end today's session with our last question. Okay, this is something that we usually ask all of our guests. Okay, what is one word to describe your MPYO experience? Just the one word to encapsulate the whole experience, in your opinion. Okay, it's gonna be a bit difficult, but let's start with Henry, maybe.
Wow. I would say unforgettable.
Yeah.
Because meeting so many people in MPYO and all the impacts they gave me really made me go to where I can go in my future. I really learned a lot from them. So all the experience, whether up or down, really helps me a lot, like to go study music in the future.
Unforgettable. Okay, Eugene, what about you?
For me, I would say valuable because the opportunity to get to know more people in Malaysia, and even if we go for tour, we also meet a lot of people outside, and also performance opportunity, and also opportunity to learn with the MPO especially, because that is it's them who really inspire us to be a better human, to be a better person.
Yeah.
And also to be a better musician. So I would say, to sum up all the experience I have, like, I think valuable will be a very good word.
Valuable and unforgettable, right? Winnie, what about you?
One word, that word will be irreplaceable, because the memories we gain during rehearsals, concerts, the friendship we make during rehearsal, and not just during concert and rehearsal and beyond. Besides that, maybe besides after rehearsal, or maybe before the morning before rehearsal, we have already start to communicate with each other. The memories we have gained is really irreplaceable. You can't find it anywhere, but just in MPYO.
Right, Chloe, what about you?
Productive.
Productive, okay.
Yeah, yes. Because every camp, all we do is learn, not just playing our instrument. We learn how to side transpose. We learn how to listen. We learn how to listen. We learn how to watch the conductor. So every minute of it is just learning. So I'm really grateful for MPYO for having.
I'm sure.
Us.
I'm sure. I mean, I guess I can probably try to summarize it into one word. And that's probably that you guys are a family in MPYO. I mean, a lot of you have mentioned as well, right? Going through hardships together, learning together, sticking together, and then looking forward to meeting each other for each camp.
I think the bond is very, very special for us, actually. Even like, we are actually, like, the 3 or the 4 of us are from different seasons, but we still manage to meet together, and especially like Winnie is already an alumni of MPYO, but we still connect with each other.
Exactly.
Yeah,
sorry.
I think it's really good that it connected all of us, and like we have young musicians, or they're having recital all the time in Malaysia, then that we support each other. That's really, really great.
Yeah, supporting each other.
I mean, I like that you guys say that. You know why? Because we have a game prepared for you, as for for all of our previous guests. Whenever there's more than one person, we have a game called Yes or No, and according to Eugene, it actually destroys friendships. So we'll see how this game goes with this group. Okay.
All right. So let everyone know we are not in the same season.
We met during different
and not from the same section.
Suddenly we all don't know each other.
All right, let's roll the transition. Okay. All right, so welcome to the Yes or No segment. This is a horrifying experience. So if you don't know, if you have never played this game before, the rules are simple. So have a piece of paper, all right, and then write yes on one side and no on the other. So I think I've gotten you guys to prepare that beforehand. Can you just show it to me? Okay.
Oh no.
Henry has 2 faces. Okay, that's fine. Perfect. Okay, so I'll be asking you a series of questions in 90 seconds. Okay? And as quickly as possible, raise your answer and answer them honestly. Okay, no cheating. Okay, so if all of you get the same answer, you get 1 point. But if just one of you has a different answer, that's 0 point for that question. Okay? So your aim is to get as many correct questions as possible within 90 seconds. Easy?
Okay.
Okay. So our current board, we have the top three. So we have Man of Winds, that's 9 points. We have SMK Bintulu, which has 9 points as well. And then we have Cole, which is 7 points. So in order to make it to the leaderboard, you have to score higher than 7. Okay. It sounds silly, but it's not as big.
We try.
Okay.
We try.
I love you guys. Okay. Get it wrong. Sorry.
Let's
We are
not go
family, we
destroy.
won't fight.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Ready?
Okay. So I'm gonna get this game started on my count. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay. Does Eugene talk too much? Does Chloe like transposing? Is Henry always late for practices?
Stay.
Okay, so Chloe, I
Stay, right?
Late.
Late.
Wait, late ah? Stay late for practices.
No, that is he always late for practices?
No.
Is he always late? No.
No.
Okay. has Winnie ever dropped a drumstick or a mallet during a performance? Okay. Does Eugene prefer Sarawak Laksa over Penang Laksa? Hey, does Chloe play a second instrument? Oh, okay.
Oh no, Winnie!
Not a lot of people like that.
Sorry.
Cinema, GSC. Henry's cinema of choice. Does he prefer GSC?
No. No.
Sorry.
Has
TGV in KLCC.
Yeah,
Winnie
TGV.
ever flown a plane? Has Winnie ever flown a plane?
Flown a plane. You do?
Wait, what?
Not me. Together with another pilot.
Okay,
Together with another pilot. Yes.
is the viola section the weirdest section in the whole orchestra?
No.
Okay. Does Eugene always complain about his reeds? Okay, that's all the time that we have. How many questions did we get right? Oh, you got 7. So it's a match with Cole. See, it's not as easy as you think. No, I mean it's not a bad.
The viola question is really dangerous.
Yeah. So bad, no viola jokes.
All right, so
We love our viola
we come to the end of our segment today. So before we leave, we have this part where we always ask our guests to say something inspirational to the next generation, maybe those who are inspiring musicians who are trying to be like you guys one day or to join the MPYO. What do you have to say to them? Chloe, maybe you want to start first.
Okay, please never be too hard on yourself. This is what I learned the hard way, because please know that no one is ever going to be enough. You are never going to be enough for anyone. So I remember that I cried after a concert. I ran straight to the washroom to cry. I think it was like for 2 concerts, and I think I cried during a rehearsal because I couldn't get the entrance right. I had a solo, I think. It's just a really, really mini solo. And I cried. I broke down during the break, and my tutor just grabbed me out and said that never apologize for a mistake and don't be too hard on yourself, because if you yourself are is really hard on yourself, no one will treat you right. So people in reality, people only see what notes and what comes out from your instrument and not how hard you practice. So just take it easy and just relax. You will get there. And yeah. So I almost cried.
Chloe, no, not yet. After.
But, I mean, that was a really good share. I mean, it came from your own heart. That's great.
Yeah.
Winnie, what about you? Inspiration.
I think keep on going on what you like to do. Yeah. Don't stop. Yeah. Just keep moving on. Yeah. And once my tutor told me that you don't try your best, but you do your best. So you don't just try on it, but you do. If you like a thing, you just go for it. Don't give up so easily. Even though if there's other people out there criticize you or giving you negative thoughts, yeah, you just ignore them and just do the right thing. Yeah.
Okay. Right. Henry has the best one, is it? Okay, let's go to you.
You can't wait.
No, don't say that. I just want to say, never give up your dream, even though others say that you should. You know, because I joined MPYO quite late when I was 18. Then I want to study music, but it's kind of late, and I only start to have proper lesson after I joined MPYO. But I still made it. I still get in a performing art academy to learn from a great teacher. So like, if you want to study, especially music, because a lot of parents out there will really stop you from doing that.
Yes.
Just if you really like it, just go and do something to show your parents that you can really do it.
Yeah, age is not a factor, huh?
No, it's really not. Just how hard you
Yeah.
will try to
Exactly.
reach your dream.
Eugene, take the floor.
You're gonna cry.
For me, I think just don't stop trying. Just don't stop trying. And also, any audition or any exam doesn't mean that you are a bad person or you are not good at something. So if you are passionate about something, not only music, just chase your dream. Yeah, like what Henry said. So I think, as like what the rest said, like don't beat yourself up too hard and this and that. Yeah. So just keep on trying, because like I never have a teacher before I went in for MPYO, and also I just go for the audition. Even I tried the audition twice. Yes, until I get it, because I think this is a very great opportunity, and also not a lot of people will be able to join such kind of orchestra in Malaysia.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a lot of opportunity. So just fight for what you want, fight for your dreams, and also continue to be passionate about it. Yeah. So if one day you lose your passion, just think about what made you start.
In the first
Why?
place, yeah.
Yes. What made you start in the first place? So try hard and don't give up. Even if you fall down, just stand up and just try again and just continue. You will learn a lot of things. You will learn a lot of mistakes. So don't be afraid to make mistakes, because mistake is what made you a better, more experienced person.
Yeah. No, you don't make mistakes. You just create learning opportunities. Actually.
Yeah.
Yes.
All the good musicians out there, they will definitely help you, even like when you make mistake.
Mm.
They're
Yeah.
good people.
No one will laugh at you, because even the most professional ones, they do make mistakes.
Right.
Yeah.
They probably went through the same process as well.
Yeah.
When they
Yeah.
started.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, thank you so much for that. I mean, I hope our viewers actually learned a lot from today's experience. And so, of course, if you're watching and you're not in the MPYO yet, please make sure to check out our website, regularly, and then to see if there's any auditions coming up this year.
Come audition.
And definitely, if you're interested in joining, make sure you apply for the auditions. Okay? Don't give up, because you never know when you will be able to join.
Yeah.
All right.
One thing I want to add about the audition is, although there's a requirement that you have to have this grade 7 or equivalent, but actually, as they already mentioned in the requirement, if your audition is at the same level, then definitely maybe you'll be in as well. Yeah. So just don't worry about the grade 7, the grades and all. Yeah.
Thank you for that. Okay, so to our viewers, right, if you actually like this episode, and I'm sure most of you probably you're here to support your friends as well, make sure you follow the MPO, the MPYO, all of their social media links, as well as our panel for today. The links are all just right down below, and make sure you follow us as well. All right. So that's all for today. Like, comment, and subscribe. No, just kidding. Of course, we always try to bring you more inspirational stuff each week. So for next week, we have something that's more local. We have we're going to be talking about band-related events in Sarawak. Yes, we do have band-related events in Sarawak as well. So, and more specifically, we'll be talking about events like the Sarawak Concert and Marching Band Festival, the Miri Tusi projects, as well as the Kuching Youth Band Fiesta. So make sure you tune in next week at 8:30 p.m. All right, see you. Thank you everyone for tuning in.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Stay safe, everyone.
Wear a mask.